up, it's Anna here. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 4. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I got rid of my acne. Now, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a long video, so if you're watching this in the morning, grab your coffee, or if you're watching this at night, get some popcorn, your favorite drink, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be a long one. So to start off, I'm going to give you guys like a little backstory of how my acne started and so on. I first started getting acne around the age of 14 or 15. I would get pimples here and there. They weren't very severe, but you kind of got an idea that I was going to have acne because I would get it very frequent and more frequent than my other peers. So I kind of knew, you know what, I think I'm gonna be that person that's gonna have acne. Now let's fast forward. When I first got pregnant for the first time, I was 18, and that pregnancy just made all the acne come out my face, and not really during the pregnancy, but more so after I gave birth. I had so much acne. That's when all of my acne really started to come out, and that I started to, you know, notice, oh my god, I have a lot of pimples and a lot of acne. So then I started seeing a dermatologist close to where I lived by, and the problem with that dermatologist is that he was kind of old-fashioned, and there's nothing wrong with that, but the thing when it comes to that is that, you know, he tried everything in the book. I'm talking about everything from topicals, antibiotics, creams, well, that falls into topicals, but like everything. And then when everything didn't work, he wanted for me to start again, everything again. And I'm like, you know what, if it didn't work the first time, what makes you think it's gonna work a second time? You know, you're just putting more things on me, like more antibiotic, which is not good whatsoever. So that kind of got me a little bit mad. Then he told me to start doing home remedies, and I did that as well, and it wasn't doing anything to my face. I honestly think it was actually making it worse. So I stopped seeing him. I kind of lost hope because it was the doctor that my insurance at that moment covered. So I kind of lost hope. I stopped going. I just decided to deal with the acne on my own. I started buying over-the-counter products like, you know, those Neutrogena and stuff like that. And it wasn't making it worse. Now, one thing happened during my second pregnancy. It was that my pimples were bigger than before, and they were bigger, they were more painful, they were swollen, they were red. Something that before I would just get pimples and they were regular small pimples. These like what I said, once again, the pregnancy you know, made my face a whole lot worse. So during my second pregnancy, my acne got worse, and that's when I started noticing that these new bigger pimples were coming out, and I was like, you know, this doesn't look right. You know, they're bigger, they're more painful, they're red, they're swollen. So I started doing my research online, and come to find out it was cystic acne. I had no idea what cystic acne was. I thought acne was acne in general, that I didn't know there was like different types of acne. So I researched, and I kind of self-diagnosed myself that I must have cystic acne because of the characteristics of my pimples. So then I didn't see a dermatologist at that point. I started my weight loss journey, which led me to lose 60 pounds, which 20 of those pounds I've already gained back. That was 2.5 years ago. So I mean, it's been a while, but I started a weight loss journey, which I started eating very healthy, foods that didn't contain fats and stuff like that. So that helped a lot with my pimples, my regular pimples. It cleared them up. My face was better than it'd been in years, but I was still getting those big swollen red painful pimples. And and those were not going away. No matter how good I ate or how good I took care of my skin, those were still there. And at that point I was like, you know what, I have to see a dermatologist. So I looked and I looked, and I found one here in South Florida that supposedly had amazing reviews and he looked good at what he did. So I went to him, and very nice person, very nice doctor, and he saw my face and he's like, you need Accutane since yesterday. And I was like, oh yes, yes I do, I need Accutane because that's what I wanted. So he immediately prescribed me Accutane. And now my first consult with him was on December. I'm not really sure what day of December it was, but it was on December. So it marks, this month it marks a year since I first saw him. So if you guys are not familiar with Accutane, it's a process. It's very tedious because it's not just a prescription that you go to his office, he writes it, you get it, you go to the pharmacy, and then that's it, you get it that day. No, it does not work like that. You had to do two blood work before you got the prescription. So that December I did my first blood work, and those blood work, what they check for are three things I believe. First, that you're not pregnant. You actually have to be on 2 methods of birth control in order to get prescribed Accutane. So you need then you want to make sure that you're not pregnant, and then second, that your triglycerides and your ALT, which are your liver enzymes, are good to go. If those 3 things are fine, then you get to have your second set of blood work, which is the second month, and that was on January for me. So I went in on January, I got my second set of blood work done, everything came back good, I was not pregnant, my liver enzymes were good, my triglycerides were good, and that day at his office is when he prescribed Accutane. And yeah, it was like very exciting for me because, you know, I've always heard that Accutane is pretty much the best thing for acne, especially cystic acne. And yeah, I was very, very excited about that. So now comes the story of Accutane. I'm going to be inserting pictures here which are very painful for me to show you guys because it was bad. Accutane, in case you guys didn't know, it makes you worse before it makes you better. And when I mean worse by me, my face was the worst it's ever been in my whole life, and I didn't have severe cystic acne. I've seen here on YouTube, and I've seen videos of girls and guys that have severe cystic acne, and my heart goes out to them because cystic acne in itself is very painful, and having it severe all over your face, I know it can be really, really tough. I didn't have it severe. I had moderate to mild cystic acne, which is still bad, but it was not severe, as when you look up cystic acne online, the worst cases come out, and those are really, really bad. And yeah, so I'm going to be inserting some pictures here of my weeks with Accutane, and you guys, I think the first 3 weeks were the worst my face has ever been. So week 1 was the worst. I'm going to insert a picture right here. In that picture, I was a disaster, you guys. I was in so much pain, smiling, frowning, laughing. It was painful. I'm talking about very, very, very painful. To a point where I didn't want to go out anywhere. I was like, what am I doing to my body? Because I didn't really understand the concept that it would get worse before it got better. That to me, I don't know, I didn't really understand that part. I thought, oh, it got worse in the sense that, oh, I'll get 1 or 2 more pimples before they're all cleared. No, that was not the case for me. I got humongous pimples on my face, as you guys saw in the picture. and I was actually left with scarring because of that second week. So yeah, the first week was hell. The second week, I'm gonna leave a picture here, was also crazy. Now I didn't mention that they prescribed 60 milligrams for me a day, so 30 milligrams in the morning, and then 30 milligrams before bed for 6 months. That was my original goal, 6 months. So, which I'm pretty sure, I think it's for everyone, unless it's like a special case that they leave you longer, like they did to me. I'll tell you that in a minute. So yeah, 60 milligrams a day for 6 months. So then week 3, week 4, I'm gonna be inserting pictures here. I only did it until week 5, I think. I didn't take more pictures because, to be honest, after the second month, it was all perfect. So I actually stopped taking pictures around week 5 or week 6. I'm not really sure. But if you see the last picture, you're gonna see that my face is so much better, because the first 6 weeks are the worst, but after it gets really, really good, and that's when you start seeing the difference on your face, and that's when you start seeing the results of Accutane, which is what you want. So just hang on tight for those 2 months. I know I read stories of people that they can't handle it and they give up the first or second month, and I don't know if that's, I don't know, but I stuck around it, those terrible 6 weeks. And then after that, I saw the results, which was amazing. So then, yeah. So then month 3, 4, 5, and 6, I was good on my face. But at around month 3, I started breaking out on my chest. And the doctor saw that, and he said, well, you know, you still have 3 more months to go. Let's see how that goes for you. And then nothing, I was still breaking out. I kind of have some scars on my chest here at the top because of the breakouts that I got there. I know some people get it in the back and stuff like that. Even in their head, on their scalp. I had no idea that even could happen, but it does as well. So then month 6 came around, and I was still having some pimples on my breakouts on my chest. So he left me 2 more months. So I did in total of 8 months on Accutane, and I finished those 8 months 3 months ago. So it's been 3 months that I've been, August was actually my last month. So August 20th was the last pill that I took. So it's been 3 months that I've been 0 Accutane, and you guys, it's been a life changer. I am actually not wearing any makeup on whatsoever. Of course, for the purpose of this video, I didn't put any makeup, because then what would that do? But I'm gonna give you guys like a little close-up. I do have scars, and a lot of scars from my previous acne, from those horrible weeks of Accutane. So I am left with a lot of scarring, and that's something that, now that I'm already 3 months, I was told by my doctor, because I did a 3-month post-Accutane consult, and he said that, oh, I'm late. So he said that after the 3rd month, oh, hold on, let me, the exposure, okay. He said that after the 3rd month, I could start getting laser treatments for the scars, or peelings, whatever it is that I want to do, I could start doing it already, because I'm already, 3 months post Accutane. But you guys, I'm gonna give you a close-up. So here it is. Front, and then this side. Like I said, I'm not wearing any makeup at all. No, nothing. Like, this is my bare face, recently washed and moisturized. That is something that I do have. I do have moisturizer on. So that's it, you guys. I'm gonna tell you something, that I never wear makeup anymore unless I'm like going out somewhere special, or I'm filming a video that I want to look a little bit more presentable and not just like barefaced. Those are the only reasons why I wear makeup. And I remember before, when I had acne, I would wear makeup religiously. Like, every day, and I would touch up a couple of times during the day. That's how bad I wanted to hide it. And makeup does not hide acne at all, but it kind of makes you feel a little bit better inside, and that's why I used to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If there's any of you guys that are watching this or are experiencing something similar to what I did, know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it can be curable. I know some people, like I said, stray away completely from pills because it is something very harsh on your body. You have to take monthly blood work. They have to make sure that every month you're not pregnant, that every month your liver enzymes and your triglycerides are okay. So it is something that, you know, it's not very easy that you get a prescription and you go. No, it takes some time, and because of how harsh it can be on you. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I am doing Vlogmas this month, so you will be expecting a video every single day. Also, make sure you have your post notifications on so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.